5 years of work, gone, just like that. You probably know that my YouTube channel got hacked and then deleted. What mistakes did I make? How did I get my channel back? And what should you do to prevent getting hacked? It all started on January 18th. It was a casual day and I decided to check my Twitter DMs. Then I saw a DM from somebody that claimed to be from HyperX. I was super happy because I myself have a HyperX mouse and they were talking about a potential collaboration. We exchanged some text messages and he told me that they currently have some problems with their email system, which was already a bit suspect, so I asked for another way to verify that he's actually from HyperX. He sent me a pretty legit looking LinkedIn page, and I myself don't know that much of LinkedIn, so I asked somebody else who knows probably a lot about LinkedIn, and he pretty much said that it seems legit, so I thought it probably would be fine. And even John Cena followed him. I don't know if it's the real John Cena account, but he has the John Cena ad. He's also verified since October 2012, so seems legit. So I was pretty optimistic and he brought up a NDA. For those of you who don't know what a NDA is, it's short for non-disclosure agreement, and you basically can't talk about the stuff you're seeing. Let's say as an example, he wanted to show me a mouse. I wouldn't be allowed to talk about it to competitors or in general, because they want to gatekeep it until it's fully released and everything. I've already signed a NDA before, so it wasn't completely new to me. You have to get your digital signature on there, which I remember was kind of a struggle for me because it was pretty annoying. But he actually sent me a file or a website where it can be done easily, So then I was on the website and it already was a bit weird because some of the stuff didn't work. So it was also a bit weird that I didn't have access to the file, to the NDA. Also, it made it seem a bit more legit to me because you get a document, not everybody has access to see it, that makes it a bit more legit, or at least made it a bit more legit in my opinion at this moment. So I had problems with the one browser, but he also asked me for my Discord ad and everything. I've had that before, that I switched from another platform to communicate on Discord, so it wasn't also something new or suspicious to me. So I was going along with it, and then he asked me if I signed it and everything, so I thought that he just wanted to get started, set everything up quick and then we can discuss more about it and everything. So I really tried to sign the document, and to sign it I had to download an application, and that was already sus, so I put it in VirusTotal. For you who don't know what it is, it's a website where you can put in files and everything like that, and it scans the file. And I remember maybe there were one or two flags, one or two antivirus said it's suspicious or something like that, but most of them didn't say anything, and they're always some antiviruses I'm especially looking for because I know that they're good, and they didn't say anything. So I was okay, I've had false flags on different applications before, it's probably fine, Turns out it wasn't that fine. So I started the application and, I double clicked it and it didn't do anything. And then it's what's going on? So I double clicked it again and still nothing happened. With the problems before, I thought okay, maybe this their new way to sign it. Maybe it's not fully set up and everything. There might be some bugs. It's alright, I've had struggles with stuff like that before, so it's nothing new. And then it happened. I heard some clicking, on Windows when you click on the desktop, but you're not clicking anything, so there's an error sound, So I kept having that, but I didn't click anything, so I was already, what's going on? My PC tells me that I'm doing something that doesn't make sense, even though I'm not doing anything. And then I saw my phone blinking up. So okay, I checked the notification and I saw it was from YouTube. And you probably know if you get a message from YouTube, for me it's not unusual, but it was something about a sign in or something like that. So that was really sus. And now I started to realize what really just happened. So the first thing I did was okay, this application on my computer, how can I remove it and stuff like that? So I instantly went to an antivirus program. I know it's good. I instantly purchased the premium version because it's, just working better. So I downloaded it, and while doing that, I also on my phone tried to recover my account. I got emails saying they used backup codes to get into my account. Password was reset. Two-factor identification was deleted. Everything, I had every security measure enabled and everything just got deleted basically. So I installed the antivirus and made a quick scan, but I don't know why I restarted my PC. Maybe I thought like then the antivirus is working better. So while restarting my PC, I was already trying on my phone to like get back into my account somehow. And then one thing worked, and I don't know if it was like the hacker's fault or I was just extremely lucky. I tried to use like I forgot my password, and it asked me for like informations I didn't have access to anymore. You know, the hacker took it from me already. But while restarting my PC, I suddenly, I don't know where, but I had the option to use my phone number. So I tried it and it actually worked. And because of my phone number, I got access to my account again. I was like really happy. And after that, my PC finally has rebooted. There were like messages appearing in the bottom right screen of my monitor saying suspicious connection, blocked or something like that. So I knew I still had something on my computer, but the antivirus definitely blocked it. It was like fighting against it. So it was my turn now to first secure my account and also get rid of these like weird files I had on my computer. And the probably easiest way to determine where those files were located and also what's like their name and everything was to go into the task manager and then see at the startup what's like in there, because I know what's in there, and then I can determine what's like suspicious. So I found 3 different files I have never heard before, and they were all located in app data. So I went in there, saw like when the file was created and everything, and I instantly recognized, okay, these just got created, they're automatically in startup, I don't recognize these files, so I got rid of them. And that was basically it. I was really lucky. I had my account back, there was like no real harm done, so everything seemed fine. But I have had learned my lesson. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. So let's skip forward about 2 months, the 11th of March. I was in Germany with a friend of mine and we were going to a concert. Everything has been super nice so far and I had a good time. We wanted to arrive a bit early to the concert, so we're like closer to the artist. My friend was driving and I was on my phone and we were looking for a parking spot. But suddenly I got called and I was like, okay, why am I getting called? So I basically just ignored it. But then a second call came. I was like, that's weird. What's going on? And then a third call happened, and then I was like, okay, it seems to be important. So because I was busy, I went like to WhatsApp and wanted to reply, but then I suddenly saw the message something like, your account got hacked. I was like, oh, what? What? And then I got also a message from Snapchat, and it was somebody else saying my account got hacked. And I was like, oh no, please, this can't be happening right now. Then I checked Discord real quick and I saw I got so many notifications. I was like, oh, please, no. Then I went to my channel and saw, yeah, it wasn't 2SA anymore. So I was in Germany and I only had my phone. You know, on PC you have like more options on what you can do in YouTube and stuff like that. And on a phone it's very limited. So I was really unlucky already. But fortunately I replaced my password and also other security measurements like 2-factor authentication and stuff like that. After I changed my password, the live stream stopped and I thought like, okay, at least that's good, you know? So I went to my YouTube and changed my profile picture. And if you're active on my Discord, you probably saw like I put some random picture on there because I recently reset my phone and I took those pictures that day. So I thought like to show my community, my Discord and my friends who are worrying about my channel, I'm just going to put a random picture on there so they can see that I have access to my channel. And also I didn't want that any of you guys get scammed from that, obviously. So I tried to replace everything the hackers did so nobody gets scammed, you know. I was also looking at my emails and I thought that there has to be an email that shows me how they got access, when they got access and everything. But no, it was nothing. It was just one email saying you're live on your channel. So I was already wondering how did they get access to my account. But I was already pretty distracted because we were actually in front of the stage already and I did all of that while going to the concert. Also, if you're on my Discord, you probably saw my message. I wanted to warn you guys to not click any links. I had no idea what's like going on, what they're promoting or anything like that. I was just worrying to get everything removed as soon as possible. And the live stream only lasted like 5 minutes, which I think is pretty impressive regarding that I was in a different country, only on my phone, and I was about to go to a concert. So I'm pretty proud and I'm also thankful for everybody who DM'd me, called me or something like that. So then I was at the concert and it was good. So after about an hour at the concert, I started to get hot and I didn't feel good. I felt like puking. The concert hall was really hot and they kept pumping fake steam into the crowd, so the air was also pretty bad. I decided to leave the crowd and I almost blacked out. so far it hasn't been the nicest experience. I started to feel a bit better. I was still a bit shaky on my legs, but me and my friend decided to go to the border of the crowd to not miss the whole concert. I had about 20 minutes of peace and suddenly my phone started ringing again. I instantly checked my YouTube and saw the hackers are back. I obviously tried to change my password again, but this time it didn't seem like it was working. I also noticed that the hackers put all of my videos to private, which was pretty annoying and unnecessary, so like, come on bro. And they also changed the banner again, the profile picture, you know, my name, and also put a live stream on again. And again, after a few minutes the live stream was offline. But this got me really thinking, why do I not receive any email about a login, and why did they still have access even though I changed my password and I had every security measure enabled that was out there? I also remembered that I can use the YouTube Studio website in the actual web browser and not the app, because the app doesn't have all the features. On my channel's homepage were other suspicious videos linked, so I was able to remove them through the YouTube Studio website, and I also started to change the profile picture again, changed my channel name. The concert basically ended, and while going to the car, I was busy publishing the videos again, but suddenly it stopped working. I was wondering, okay, is maybe the YouTube Studio website bugging or what's going on? So I checked my emails, and then there was an email from YouTube. The email said that my channel got removed because of community guidelines. I mean, I understand it. I had weird content on my channel, so I understand that it got deleted, but it was still unlucky because I just had access again. And I even figured out how they got access to my channel. When I went to the Google account settings, in the security tab, at the bottom I saw third-party connections. I checked those and I found a weird marketing connection to my YouTube channel which I've never seen before. I kind of panicked and I started to remove everything I didn't immediately recognize. And it made sense, because they didn't have access to my Google account, but they got access to my YouTube. And this marketing third-party connection only got access to my YouTube. And I didn't get an email about somebody logging in to my account. So I got my channel back and I was pretty sure that I was the only one who had access to my channel now, and it was finally over. But as I've mentioned before, YouTube already deleted my channel. It was late, I was tired, super stressed, I didn't feel good, and my channel got deleted. That was not a good day for me. On the drive back home, I tried to fill out several formulas about getting my account back, but I always got the response that my email is not connected to a YouTube account. So I tried it again with another email and it still didn't work, and I tried it with 4 different emails. I got home at 12:30 AM and I had to wake up at 7 AM the next day, so I tried to find a quick solution on my PC before I went to sleep, but nothing really helped. It was just the same formula again, which didn't work before. After waking up at 7 AM, I came back home pretty late. I tried to fill out different formulas again, and I just prayed that one of them was going to work. The next day there weren't any new updates. I was still not feeling that well and I was still uncertain if I ever get my channel back. I wrote the YouTube support chat and also the YouTube team on Twitter, and they gave me another form this time. I filled it out and I just hoped that it will work this time. One day later and still no response. I was just chilling in my bed, not doing much, because I was still feeling pretty down, until I suddenly checked my YouTube channel and it was back. Most of the videos were set to private and also some of them got removed. So I published the videos again, and after I wrote the support again, a day later all my videos were back again. I was going through different settings on my YouTube because I wanted to see if he changed anything else, and I saw that the guy set himself as a moderator and he also removed my other moderators. Like, what was bro going to do? If I stream he's just joining in saying hi or something like that? Like, what was his plan with that one? Yeah, and now we're here. There still was some irreversible damage, but at least I got my channel back. And I'm making this video to not only tell you what happened exactly, but also for you to learn from my mistakes, so it's not going to happen to any of you guys. But there was also some positive to it. I saw some messages on my Discord that people really cared about my channel and the content I do, and I realized that I should make more videos again. I'm sure that's going to work out. But yeah, did you ever get hacked before? Tell me down in the comments. And if you have any questions, you're also more than welcome to ask down in the comments. I will try my best to help you, to prevent you guys from being hacked. If you aren't already, make sure to join my Discord. Have a nice day everybody and goodbye!